So Pele was the greatest in his time. 1958 he made his name. Brazil won the World Cup in 1959 in Sweden, Europe. And for an African rise up in the time of racism, colonialism, you know, he drew attention. He won a lot of games in the football clubs and World Cup. That was the first World Cup he get. I think that was the first World Cup with Brazil. Yeah, so there's a lot of people undermining um, what's his name? Pele. Yeah, a lot of people undermining Pele. They want to compare with Maradona. They want to compare with Messi. They want to compare with so much people. What's the comparison for? Pele time from 58 to the 70s. I think that's when he retired or something. Those companies in the 80s, 90s, 2000, they can't be compared. I'm not saying you can't analyze their games, but don't try to undermine Pele football skills. A lot of them boost up Maradona. You know, well, a lot of them boosting up other people, but people do what they want to do. But it doesn't stop a man from being what he was. So all those people trying to undermine Pele greatness, it don't stop Pele from being the first world greatest football player, African one. There are a lot of great football players before him. They're in Europe. So I'm not going that far to compare their skills. I don't think they ever I don't know if they ever compare Pele with those previous ones from the 40s, the 30s, like when they're comparing Maradona, Messi with Pele. Did they go back far in 1934 when Europe won World Cup on those people? To compare, they're not doing that. They're just trying to undermine an African. Yeah, that's what they're trying to undermine an African. Not to mention the Jamaicans, African Christians, try to use me to give Maradona the title football god. Can you believe that? Under George Bush satellite, these African Christians in Jamaica will preach love. They love everybody. Now Argentina is a Latino country. Man, 2006 was the first time I sit down watching a World Cup. I don't really catch World Cup, but if I come and see family watching it, yeah, we can still watch a game. But to keep up with it, and that time, Iranian was always on the news, because the president made a speech against Israel, former President Mahmoud Ahmadinejad. So it became a rhetoric throughout the media. So he went to the World Cup. And then 2010 was in South Africa. Nigeria was playing good and they end up lost. So this is the member I know about. So if you're going to compare people, compare going back from then. Don't just try to compare Pele and bring it up to the 80s with Maradona, Messi, and these people. What about the people who was there for Pele? Do they compare those people with Pele? They're not doing that. They're leaving those white people alone. You know, but they want to come bring down a black man perspective. Just like some black people in Jamaica, Africa, and them, trying to undermine things. You know what I'm saying? But people talk things now. But when I look at the thing now, a football guy, why would I want to give a white Argentinian a title football god? Why would Christian want to do that? And Maradona is a wealthy man, family, rich, talent, football. I was an unemployed black man, Jamaican, African, 5%. What do you want to call me? And these people here wanted me to go on social media, well, internet. That was not no Facebook then. Talk about some Maradona to be some football god. Trying to use me. You know what I'm saying? Pele got his name, hard work. There was no social media. There was no internet make Pele. You know, they're from the dance hall. No DJ before I came on the George Bush satellite made their name from the hard work. They didn't get it either, like some artists getting it through social media, living off a next man's career. You know what I'm saying? So, trying to use me back there, it didn't work. They just spear them out. Yeah, but back to this. So, Pele making them seem like the greatest back then. I don't really know much about Pele to this day. But I researched a lot. Kickball, you know what I'm saying? So, man did his thing. Just leave the past alone. But like I said, all those other people trying to undermine Pele, comparing with these present football, you need to go back in 1934 when Italy won out, whatever European country was the greatest, and compare those football players with Pele. Show the guideline like what I see them doing on YouTube. You know, and compare Pele, Messi kicking and this and they don't compare the whole on the video that I came across. So people just doing what they're doing on social media. They undermine the black man. You know, So make my name under George Bush presidency, Hurricane Katrina, didn't change me. The other frequency, that's what made the African Christian, other Jamaicans do the chatting. They tell lies to make people feel good. That's, instead of trying to put me in the media that I wanted to be in, they say, nah, no media for me. They like the talking. So if they want to put up the RG as a Christian country, all respect due. But you know, I'm in Jamaica trying to do my life, you see? Yeah, but so that was the past. Yeah, so I'm just cleared up on the social media, you know what I say? So that was the past of these, arrogant people. Yeah, the African Christian them, you know? Love them blah blah blah. Yeah, no media for me to, because if I go on the media back then 2006 to clear it up, they're gonna start making people look bad. Can you believe that? You telling the truth, and they say you making people look bad. I'm using knowledge and wisdom. You know what I'm saying? Freedom, justice, and equality. Freedom, justice, and equality. Love, peace, and happiness. Food, shelter, clothing. So I'm using knowledge and wisdom. And they feel when I express myself, it affects people. Because they're talking that Christian stuff. That Jesus chatting. You know, so they block me. They don't want me on no mainstream radio, on no TV, on no radio discussion. And I never try to call a radio to even make myself known on the radio. Because I don't care. If they want, what they do is not my business. I'm not a Christian. I'm just a Jamaican. In my heritage. And in Jamaica, you have enough heritage in Jamaica. Living their heritage life, I mean, I live mine. That's how I go. So that's the reality of the world. G added the militant out.